All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Wine After Whines. This is Najah.
This is Janay.
And we are back with episode 9, guys. We in this thing.
Oh, as Najah stated, this is episode 9, and we thank you guys so much for tuning back into another episode. And I want to give a special shout out to those of you who are listening to us from all over. Let me shout you out right now, right here. We got Gastonia, North Carolina. We have Union City, Georgia. Burton, Michigan, Moscow. Ooh, who international? I guess us. Norton Shores, Michigan. North Druid Hills, Georgia. Atlanta, Georgia. Decatur, where it's greater. And also Mountain View, California. Thank you so much for listening.
Yes, we appreciate all these cities. International, right here in the United States. That is a good thing. Yes, so I am glad that you guys are listening.
And those are just the people that I from our past episode that I shouted out. I haven't looked at just overall, but for all of you guys that are listening, thank you so much, and continue rocking with us. We got some stuff coming for y'all.
You got more.
Love us because we love y'all back. That's how they go.
We do.
So let's talk about
what, girl?
Let's talk about Squattober. We are 2 weeks into Squattober.
Is it 2 weeks? Yes, I feel like more, but it could be just 2 weeks, to be honest with you.
Maybe a little bit over 2 weeks into Squattober. It's like 19 days, so just a little bit over 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And Najah, what is your take on Squattober, please?
My thighs hurt, my bum hurt, my knee hurt. But it's a good hurt, you know, it's like you're making improvement. But no, literally everything I named hurt plus more. But it's like a sore, not like I'm in pain and like I fell down and hurt myself pain. It's that good sore that you know you're getting a good work in. How do you feel?
I feel like if I'm not fine by the end of this month, I don't know what I'm gonna do because
hope it's nothing crazy.
No, I'm not gonna like jump off of nothing or nothing like that or run in play in traffic or anything. But what I'm trying to say is I feel like, okay, let me give y'all, if y'all don't know, I don't know if we explained it, but Squattober is basically where our trainer is incorporating squats into our workouts and our daily goals. So the whole month of October is based on squats and legs and blah, 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 blah. So I asked him, I was like, okay, so we're going to be doing all these squats. How are we going to balance it out with like our arms? Are we going to have big old strong legs and then puny little arms? And he was like, oh, no, don't worry about that. We're going to figure it out. And I was like, okay. So yeah, we've been doing weights and stuff too.
Yeah, he told you. When he tell you don't worry about it, he got it. He got it. Trust me. That is him. He has it. So we've been working on them arms. Yes, like a lot of push-ups. I used to couldn't do push-ups. Still not the best at them, but I can do them. And he's he's utilizing the fact that I can do them now. Let's just put it that way.
I'm just like, but going back to what I was saying about me not being fine by the end of October, the thing is this.
What, Janay?
We've been doing, okay, so we're back at work and our daily goals are normally light. Our daily goals are normally like, okay, give me 50 push-ups or 50 sit-ups or something for your daily goal. Our daily goals as of late have been like mini workouts. Mm-hmm. So I posted a video on our Instagram page if you want to go check that out. Right? Didn't I post a video?
Yeah, it was one of our daily goals for this month, and it was a mini workout. And I think even in that one, we did all of the stuff that he told us if you go watch the video. Plus, I think we did a mile or something.
Yeah.
So, maybe. Yeah, so that wasn't on the video. Just I want to say that because it wasn't on the video. I want all the credit.
Yeah, so we've been so like it's crazy because say he gave us like 200 squats, which he has.
Mm-hmm.
So every hour on the hour, I'm like doing 25 squats, and mind you, I'm working. So throughout the day, my body is still working because we're doing these daily goals, and then after work, we're doing a full workout. So when I tell you a sis is tired,
We're tired. Plus, it's like, once again, guys, I'm still on virtual learning. So I'm virtual learning, working full time. Then I am doing the daily goals, like she said, which are mini workouts. Then we're still working out at 6. And then like a lot of times, like I mentioned in those daily goals, it's run a mile, run a half a mile, run a quarter of a mile. Today it's run, what is it? A mile and a half
a mile and a half.
plus stretching.
Right?
So
I haven't done mine yet. Have you?
neither have I. No. It might appear that I have, but I have not even. That's why my hair is still in like a headband and pulled up, because I'm about to, why get cute? I'm about to go run a half a mile, a mile and a half.
I'm gonna try
Don't
not to walk this whole mile and a half. Just say that,
don't Troop gonna get you for walking. But it is, to say the least, it's something totally good, and I think we will definitely appreciate it by the 31st. I think we will.
I'll let you know. If I can't come on here with a bikini on, then my goal isn't accomplished.
You can come on here with a bikini now.
Who can? Not
Janay.
today. I don't know who you done saw. It ain't me. Anywho, moving on to the social circle. There is this 11-year-old in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Shout out to Louisiana. This 11-year-old stole a whole bus.
A whole bus.
School bus. So look it up, y'all. It was all over Good Morning America and all the news outlets. So I don't know how they still trying to figure out like exactly how he did it, but I'm going to assume that the keys were already in the ignition and it was already turned on, because my father drives buses as one of his 10,000 jobs that he does. When you have a country daddy, they don't have just like one job. They have like several jobs. So as one of his jobs, he drives a school bus in the morning, which he always late for, but that ain't none of my business. So, yeah, I'm assuming everything was already turned on, because it's stuff you got to do for the bus, to get it going. So he done got on there and straight took a joyride, driving this bus.
I want to know, like, did somebody double dog dare him to do this?
I don't know, but witnesses saw him like driving the bus. It lasted for 13 miles, so in a little bit over 30 minutes, for the cops to get to him. He ran into a tree, which is what stopped it. Nobody got hurt, nobody died or anything like that. But witnesses say they saw him like giggling, and he had to stand up the whole time because you can't sit down if you're that little and drive the bus. So he's standing up just hype, like giggling, while the police is like chasing him.
He hit a tree. He better be lucky. He better be happy he didn't lose his life.
I know, but my whole thing about this, because my brain works a little bit different. So first of all, I was like, he must have really thought he was on Grand Theft Auto or something like that. And y'all need to watch what kind of games y'all let y'all kids play, because
yes,
he done took his imagination to real life, and that was not fun. Like he's been charged 4 counts, as a juvie for this stunt. So it's serious. But I just tried to put myself in that situation. Like, if my son done stole a bus, what am I like? What are the parents thinking?
That was when this was said, I'm like, what are the parents thinking? Because all I can see, this is just me. All I can see is when I find out he walk out that bus and he okay, boy, he would have been snatched up something. What was your? I don't even know, like, y'all would just see Phoenix ponytails just flying because no.
I think I would black out, and I think I would just, I don't know, like somebody would have to probably like really restrain me because I'll probably get locked up for knocking him out.
Oh, of course. I definitely would be. We both would be. He'll be in juvie. I'll be in
I'd
jail.
be a whole black mom out here.
I would. There's no doubt about it. I don't even think I could act accordingly. Like you can catch yourself sometime, but that I'd be like, you got me on Good Morning America. Like I would be mad. Like, ooh.
I raised you better than this, and you won't get like, look now. That'll mess me up.
I'll lost with no bonnet and rollers in, but I would just have some in that day just because I needed to. Just like, oh.
Just to paint the whole picture with some slippers on, the furry ones.
Exactly. Thank you. So we thinking alike. Okay.
Yep. So another thing that's going on is I'm actually Tony Braxton. Okay. So what had happened was Tony don't never say nothing on social media about pretty much nothing. She kind of private. She keep her stuff to herself. But she went on Instagram and said something about David, which is Tamar Braxton's ex Beyonce. Well, I don't even think they was engaged.
Boyfriend, girlfriend, yeah.
Yeah, boyfriend, girlfriend. So, but she was calling him a stepdaddy to her son. But that's besides the point. I don't know why people do that, but this is what Tony said. She said, David, you weasel, you ferret, you are beyond contempt. Once again, do not, all caps, include my children in your shenanigans. Please leave my family alone. And I'm like, okay, Tony, what is going on?
So she said, don't include her children. Did he say something about Tony's children?
So what happened was he's been trying to serve Tamar with like, I guess, not a, what do you call it? Like
restraining order?
I don't know if it's that, but he's been trying to serve her something.
Papers. Okay, got you.
Some type of papers. And she hasn't been at the place that she's normally living at.
Oh.
That they live, kind of share living spaces at. She hasn't been there. So he told the police, according to sources, he told the police to go find her at her ex-husband Vincent's house. But the police didn't go to Vincent's house. They went to Tony's house. And I don't know if the police was just trying to see Tony the Braxton or what. Because if I was the police, I wouldn't want to go to Vincent's house either. I'd be like, let me go to Tony's house. Hey, Tony. There was a whole gripe, like, don't involve me in your stuff, and don't, my kids live here. Like, this is my private residence. I keep my stuff private. Don't involve me in that. Don't send the police to my house. So that's what she was all upset about. But Tamar Braxton came online on Twitter. She go look it up. She just basically kind of almost defended David. She was like, I'm glad that my family is all of a sudden speaking out for me and, blah, 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 blah. But I feel the need to say that, me and David was good to me in the relationship. He was a great stepdad to Logan and all of this stuff. And I feel like, to be honest, since she's being served with legal documents, she's just trying to clean all of this up. Yeah, and exactly. Seem like so they can't use nothing against her. That's what I feel like she's doing.
I mean, I'm just, I ain't really heard much about it, but since the way you saying it now, I'm like, oh, this girl just trying to clear her name. Like, she about to get served papers, so.
She abused him or something like that. They were in the car. That's what he said. That's his side of the story. They were in the car and she re-honored him. That's what people be saying, Like she threatened him or something. She put her hands on him, and that's why they have like papers. He's getting papers on her. They're in a whole legal dispute, child. And I'm like, look, I'm not gonna say what I want to say, but you just have to choose wisely. And before we even saw this man, she kept talking about how fine he was and all of that. And then we finally saw him, and I'm like, is this what we talking about?
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's my picture. I mean, I'm not judging him, but I'm saying not. I didn't, just the whole thing about saying that he's so fine. Then we see him be like, okay, to each his own.
I was very underwhelmed, if you will, So moving right along.
Enough about Tamar.
I hope that Tamar gets her life. She has that new show out called Get Your Life. I don't know if she's getting paid for it or nothing, or y'all can go watch it. I've been watching a little bit of it. It's interesting.
Is that the hair salon one?
No, she has a show with her and the David guy on there, and you kind of get to see how he is. I do not like him. I'm not a fan.
Oh.
But anyway, I hope they get it all together. I hope her mental state is better. I hope that she comes out of this, because the girl can sing her butt off, but she just will not stay out of this drama for people to actually get to the root of her talent, because it's always about what she got going on. And I wish that we could just hear her sing, and that's it. We just want you to sing. Put an album out.
That's it. That's all. Moving right along. So, what we need, girl? What is something that we're missing in our lives right now? Can you help me figure out what that is?
It starts with a V and ends with a Z.
Verses.
Yes.
Verses.
Another verses. I put this on my personal story the other day about, like, look, we ain't had a verses in a while, and I'm in need of a verses. I really enjoy those. Like, those kind of like,
I need it.
yeah, I really enjoy verses, and I feel like we need another one. The thing is, Trey Songz came online, was like, somebody asked him, they was like, so would you do a verses? And Trey was like, no, I just feel like certain people shouldn't do verses. Like, I don't want to see Usher in no verses. I don't want to see Chris Brown in no verses. These people are legends and da-da-da-da-da. And he included his stuff in that conversation. But I'm like, Trey, I love you and all, but however, I don't think you can do a verses, Trey.
He definitely can do a verses. And it'll be a good one.
Sure. They should just play his music outright. Like, don't let him battle against nobody. But I think he's still thinking of the verses the wrong way. It's supposed to be like a celebration.
Yes, that's the issue. I'm gonna just go on and put that out there. Like, so people don't understand this is not a competition like that. Like, people make it that they like Team Brandy, Team Monica, or however.
And that's his problem. He said he don't like that we do that. The internet does that. He don't like that we still reference people's Wi-Fi connection to Teddy Riley. Like,
it's a joke, and he got it. He laughed about it too. I mean, he probably was hurt behind the camera, but yeah, right. I mean, Xfinity, whoever he got,
And that's why it traces out somebody he don't want to be a meme at the end of the day.
Bro, you probably already a meme. So don't even worry about that.
They can be talking about him because he all Black Lives Matter, but apparently he's dating a Trump supporter now or something like that. That's a whole other thing. And he always talking about black women this, black women that, and then they get mad when he don't date black women. But that's a whole other thing too. Anyhow, what we got?
You went on, girl. You didn't. Oh. What we got next, y'all? That one got me because I didn't know.
It's a whole bunch of stuff, just random stuff going on before this election. Y'all make sure y'all get out there and vote.
Vote.
I tried to vote today, but
it's early voting going on. I think it's going on till like
the 30th or something like that. But
I can still get out there.
My polling location was not. I thought I had looked up, friend. I had went out there and I'm like, oh, so I'm about to vote. Ain't no line.
They say over in some areas in North Georgia that it's no line either. So
Who lives in North Georgia?
exactly, that's probably why they didn't like think they'd take us. Okay. Anyway, moving right along. So Cardi B, listen, why she been in our last few episodes? I'm gonna need her to get it together. But we have to bring this one up, y'all. Keep your relationship private, private, private. Because now this girl back out there taking Offset back. To each his own. I don't have a problem with her taking Offset back. I'm gonna just say that right now because they are a married couple. They go through what they go through, and at the end of the day, if you want to take them back, take them back. Who? That ain't nobody business, but they put it out there. So now people looking at you crazy, and then you have to use some excuse about you just need the D or you want the D,
So
and you miss.
let me break this down to y'all, because Najah being nice about it. This is what happened.
I'm being nice about it.
So this relationship corner is brought to you by
Oh, I'm sorry. Brought to you by what?
not WAP. It's really brought to you by Really For Real. Stop getting on social media with your stuff.
Your personal stuff, your relationships.
I don't know what y'all use social media for, but I'm gonna get into that in a minute. The whole thing is with Cardi B is, like Najah said, we could care less about what her and Offset got going on. However, she has put her business out on the streets, so now the streets got something to say. She went on live. So before we talked about Cardi, we were saying that she filed for divorce, blah blah blah. Some people were saying it's a publicity stunt. Some people were saying it's not real. She's gonna take them back, and lo and behold, she's taking them back. I really do feel like in the moment she thought that they were done, maybe, but she went on live the other day and said, y'all, I'm gonna sum it up. She was like, basically, y'all, I'm just crazy. Like, sometimes I be going through it, and she said, you know how I be yelling at y'all on social media and stuff like that? I do the same thing in my household. I vent to social media, blah, 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 and I'm just crazy. And she was like, what she said, but I really miss like talking to my best friend, and to be honest, I just miss the D. And I just wanted to, it's hard to go without that. And so y'all just gotta excuse me or whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like,
I know. I'm sitting here rolling my eyes. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sitting here rolling my eyes, but I'm gonna be honest. Like, okay, so first of all, she Cardi B, so she gonna come out and be like, oh, "Yeah, I missed the D." I mean, she would you? My question is, would you expect her to say anything else?
no.
No, I would. I personally would not expect her to say anything else. And I mean, like, honestly, like I had a conversation with a cousin, and she was just like, I think it's G that she did it. And I'm like, I don't. That, I mean, at least she was honest, and she wasn't like, I'm here for the kids. That's nothing Cardi B would say anyway. She would never say, I just need to get back with him for the kids or for my daughter. That's not even Cardi B. What she said is that's her. First of all, I don't think she wanted to leave him. I don't think she ever wanted to leave him. I think she just took the steps to go, oh, I need a divorce, because that's what people do who's married, and they get into a big dispute or a issue, divorce. That's the problem. That's the problem right now with all of us. And I'm gonna say Black people in particular, because like I said, I focus on us. Yeah, you run to a divorce when you really don't want a divorce. I mean, and it's okay to take somebody back after you get a divorce, because I'm not saying that's wrong. But what I'm saying is, you still, because I know people who've gotten divorced and gotten back together, but the people that I know have done that have been so private about it. You would never even know they got a divorce. she out there like, I mean, it's national news. It's on every news station, every social media platform. It's everywhere.
And the way we found out that they were getting back together is because she just had a birthday. I think she may have turned 28. I don't know. You might want to double check that.
I think it was 20. I think she was holding like a 28 balloon. I might be
But
wrong too.
she's still kind of like she says she's young a lot. But 28 to me is not young no more. By the time I hit 28, I was like on my grown woman by then. Like I can't say I'm still young. But yeah, the way we found out they was together, she was with her friends in Vegas and they were at strip clubs, and then you got Offset there, and it's like, okay, so y'all just one big happy family. Which again, I want to say I do not care that they're back together. I wish them the best. But the root of the whole thing is, if I could give any advice to anybody, when you are in a marriage or in a committed relationship, don't put your business out for people to be able to talk about it. Because, and even with your family members, don't do that either. You know how like, if I'm mad with Andrew, I'm not gonna go on social media and be like, you know, I don't know why I'm with him. He done piss me off, blah, 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 blah. And then the next day we make up because maybe my hormones was out of whack. I don't know. We make up. And then I was like, oh, I was just playing. Like, that was none of y'all business in the first place.
That's my thing. It's like, it wasn't anybody. Even the first time they went through what they went through. I mean, it's cute how he made up and he, tried to get her back and everything while, in the middle of her concert. But it still was nobody's business. It's nobody's business that you don't need to go on. This whole thing right here about I miss my best friend, and then you put out there, I just need the D. I mean, come on, dude. This is why a lot of people didn't take you serious about the whole situation with you going on an interview with Biden. Because this is the type of stuff you do. You think I care about, this is the type of stuff you do. Let me just say that. And then you want me to vote for the person that you're endorsing, but you talking about you missed the D? Come on now. Come on. Me personally, Cardi B.
You said a word. You know what? I don't know if it's because I'm trying to put this delicately, but what I'm trying to say is there's no D in the world that's gonna make me just be like, oh, I just missed the D, so I came back. Like,
yeah, like
really?
if it is that good, and you do want to run back to that, that's your business.
But I got some really good stuff going on in my marriage. But what I'm saying is, if I feel like I'm being mistreated, if I feel like things aren't going the way they're supposed to be going, I don't care about that. I don't care. That's not going to be enough to keep me to stay somewhere where I'm just physically and mentally drained and unhappy. Like, that's what I don't get about some women. Like, for your people to be like, yeah, that's some G stuff that she was able to like say that and keep it real. No, you could be dismissed. You know how many women go back and go mess with their baby fathers after they broken up? I would probably just be one of them women or something. Like, but I'm not gonna be like staying with you. If I just really miss it that bad, I'll just go get it and go back home. It ain't like he gonna say no because y'all broke up.
Right.
The man will freely give it back to you.
9 out of 10, he will.
9 out of 10, he will.
Because he like what you got way more than what he got. Trust me, he wants to admit that, and men will admit that. They will admit, they're not gonna lie. They're not gonna lie about that. I mean, they talk about it in their song all day long. Like, that is just something like outrageous. I just like
go get some more from somewhere else.
But it's like I just don't, at this point, it's like you enjoy your relationship. You continue to, if y'all got issues, stop running to social media and stop, like Janay said, she said, you can't even tell all your relationship to your friends and family. Like, you cannot do that. Y'all relationship is y'all relationship, and that's who y'all need to communicate with. It's okay to vent to somebody like about some issues. It's okay, but some stuff you just need to keep between you and your husband or you and your wife.
I feel like, and I agree with that wholeheartedly. I feel like me and you are really close, and you know a lot about like some of my downfalls and stuff like that. But some stuff should just be kept in my house.
Just kept in your home.
Also, I feel like everybody should also have that one good friend that they can confide in, but it's also a friend that is not biased. I will never tell you, Najah, to leave your husband. I would never do that. That's not my place. Y'all could be going through it, but I would never be like, girl, leave your husband. He ain't I don't have to lay with him at night. I don't have to lay with you at night. That's not my position, and I will never play that card unless he's somewhere beating your behind and he's hurting your kids or something like that. Then I'll be like, sis, you gotta go. Like if you were in harm's way, or he like mentally abusing you bad or something like that, I'll be like, you gotta go. But if it's just like little tit for tat stuff and y'all kind of going through it, maybe he, if whatever, even if it's infidelity, people get over stuff like that. And I'm not gonna be able to be the one to be like, leave your husband and then you miserable for the rest of your life. You looking at me, talking about you told me to leave my husband.
Yeah.
You gotta put that on your own.
Yeah, exactly. Another thing I'm gonna tell you is, one thing is, misery loves company. I didn't really get that saying like till not too long ago. It really loves company. Like, you have and I'm not saying exactly miserable people, but say you have like a group of single friends, you know what I'm saying, who really like seriously all about F these dudes. You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of women out there like that. And if you're the married friend out of them, or the one in a relationship, I don't even want to just say married, but the one in a good relationship, they love company. They love you to be single with them so y'all can run the streets, go mess with this dude, go mess with that dude, go hit the club, spend all your money, this and that. Like, they love that.
Yeah.
It's fun. It's fun for them. So watch who you tell your problems to, because it could be one of those miserable people.
Yeah, and just respect your relationship. Like, I see a lot of relationships that I feel like there's just no respect. Like, and then a lot of relationships y'all just putting on the gram or on Facebook or wherever you use, just to show, like, just y'all stop. It ain't that deep, because you're trying to get approval from people who don't really even care in the first place. Like, you trying to get likes, and you trying to appear to be this and that. And another thing, Cardi B and Offset are financially well off, and they still got the same problems y'all got.
Yep, as y'all see. And in all honesty, and one thing I can't do, and this might have been more of what my cousin mean more than saying she G for that, is maybe she respect her because she can admit, okay, yeah, I'm going back, and I do love my husband. That could be what she was saying. But I snapped off this morning. I was like, no, don't let that seem like it's something cool. That's my thing. Is don't let that seem like it's something cool, because it's not. To me, it's not.
It's just that they're the type of women and the type of role model or celebrity or whatever influencers that we have out today. It's just not like the move. Like, I don't know who I grew up looking up to, but social media wasn't as heavy when we were growing up.
No.
It's just like it's so much influence, but I feel like it's so much influence in the wrong direction. Like, my little sister is growing up in this social media world, and I feel like even with her, it's like they're on Twitter all the time. Like, people from different cities and stuff, and then they talking about beating each other up and mean places. Like, why? Because of stuff they done seen online. So everybody a thug, but really they not. So they internet gangsters, but what they call them, keyboard warriors or internet thugs or whatever.
That's what they are.
And it's like one day you gonna bump into the wrong person trying to put on an image that's not even really you.
Yep.
Like, mothers and daughters, please teach your kids that this stuff that they seeing is not it.
Yep. That's why I go so hard about this stuff, because I'm raising a Black son and I'm raising a daughter. And the world has already categorized Black women, including Black people. We're categorizing our own people. And then society period categorizes a Black man. And I'm raising one of each. So I do, and I know how I want to raise my kids. I know how I want to raise them. I know I do not want them out here fast. Let me just put it this way. I'm going to do everything possible. I don't know about, the next mother, and I know we going to do everything possible to raise these kids right. I'm teaching them the ugly, the good, the bad, even at their age now.
And even as a woman, it's okay to embrace your sexuality. It's okay to love your body. It's okay to walk in your truth and just be unapologetically you. But there's a way to do it that's tasteful.
And respectful.
There's a way to do it. Be sexy. You don't have to be modest and wear stuff all the way up to your throat, and like you can't show your curves and things like that, but there's just a way to do things. It's so many good examples out there, but it's like the bad examples just they outweigh it. I mean, I don't know if people agree or disagree with this, because I just feel like, and now I feel like I'm old fashioned.
I do too.
I really feel old fashioned, because right now it's like, get money, get the bag, secure the bag, and go have sex and get the bag. Like, that's it. That's all there is about having sex. And what else do women do now?
Some man money.
Yeah.
I'm being so truthful. It's about taking some man money. I mean, you got a lot of women out here who's like
Birkin bags and.
But yeah, it's like, bruh, y'all mind is in the wrong place. Cause I'm gonna tell you this, so I ain't getting no Birkin bag no times. It was period. She gonna buy that junk herself. I'm talking about no time soon. Girl.
I just look at some of these celebrities and I really feel like they just as unhappy as other people, but it's like they just have to show face. Because I was looking at other people, and you know how they always showing their diamonds, and then they showing their wrists and their watch and their clothes and stuff, and all the labels they got on. And I just be like,
so I'm gonna run over here to Target.
Right. Like, you know what? Like, if I ever get to a point where I'm just labeled out, you know what I'm saying? Where you just, you speaking in cursive just to be able to say my labels, then, I don't feel like I'm just gonna be flashy like that. I just feel like, yes, I'm wearing this, and that's just.
It is what it is. But like you said, we don't have to be flashy. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with if you like a little flash. Go ahead.
No.
I mean, y'all know, one of my favorite singers is Patti LaBelle, and that's a flashy woman right there. And I can't hate her for that. I'm just saying, if you don't got it, don't flaunt it, because you really don't got it. Oh, I saw my girl there.
That's a little Patti move.
But yeah.
I think we went around the world, but at the end of the day, y'all, I see a lot of people going out there saying, you know, putting all their business on social media and saying all this stuff. And look, we don't care.
We don't care. Some people do.
It's just your life, our entertainment at this point. Because we just sitting back laughing.
Cracking up.
And screenshotting and sharing.
Oh, that's definitely what I'll be doing. Janay, you saw that?
You see that? Ooh, let me screenshot it before she take it down.
Oh, but since we didn't rant and raved about Cardi B, and not even just Cardi B, just keeping your relationship private.
Before you even say that, I actually like Cardi too. I think she funny. Like, I would probably not be her friend 24/7, but like, you know, on occasions. So I don't no disrespect to Cardi. I listen to her music. Invasion of Privacy was a great. Is that the name of her album? I think it was the name of her album. But I listened to her album. I like her stuff. I mean, some of her stuff. But no disrespect is what I wanted to say, to wrap that up and put it in a bow. No disrespect to her. It's just that, girl, you gotta grow up, sis. And sometimes you need people around you to tell you that.
It's about who's in your circle. But it wasn't just about her. It was about keeping your relationship private. It just wasn't just about her. It's about a lot of these.
Everybody do that.
Whew, okay, you want to breathe for a second?
I'm good now.
Good. Okay, let's go. We're a mess. Tip of the week, Janay. What we got for these folks?
Okay, for your Wine After Whines tip of the week is brought to you by Just Like Music. Is that Marvin Gaye?
It is, but somebody remade it. Who was it?
I forgot. Common? I never knew a love like this. Yep. Okay. So this tip of the week is brought to you by that. Basically, music. Music is a great outlet for a lot of people, including myself and Najah. Music can put you in the greatest moods, or it can meet you where you at that time.
Yes.
And so the tip of the week is basically to embrace new music, listen to music, share music. Mm-hmm. I like to, when I'm feeling sad, I'll put on like some Adele, get me in a good sad mood, friend. When I'm feeling like I just want to have, like, is a cry day a thing for you? Do sometimes you just feel like you want to cry?
I just want to cry. Yeah, I get like that. I'm an oldies person though when I listen to stuff, like when I get like that. I don't have many days where I just want to cry. But
but days where I feel like I'm hormonal or something, like a girl's time, and I just kind of just want to I'm in a mood and I just want to I throw on some Adele because she get me there. She be like, never mind, I'll find someone like you.
She couldn't leave it to Adele. She couldn't. She just couldn't. But yeah, I just like Adele when when you just feeling like that. I was it's so funny you say that because I was leaving today to go get some food, and I was sitting in the driveway. He was like, "What you doing?" I said, "I'm trying to get my music right. Is that a problem?" He like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah.
And he the same way.
I like my music loud.
Yes, so do he. I like it loud too, but he loves it loud.
I need my whole body to feel it. When I'm in the car, if your song is everything,
it has to bump.
The car is the test. If I can't turn it up in the car and I can't feel it and sing loudly, and the person that when I stop at the red light and they look over at me like this and I'm like, I'm not good at it, it's trash.
Yeah, it's probably trash. 9 out of 10 is trash.
Yeah. So get some good music in your life. I like to listen to old school R&B. I'm an R&B girl. Like 2000s.
I like 90s. I like 80s. 90s.
Yeah, late 90s, 2000s R&B. That's my jam. Kehlani is one of my favorite artists. I don't know why, but it's like all of her songs are different, but like they like, I like the fact that she writes her own music, so it feels more authentic to me.
I'm still I love the new album, but I'm stuck on the one before. Like I am so stuck on that album. Like I've listened to the newer one, and I don't even know the names, y'all. I just listen to stuff. Like I don't even go into he goes into the name. Yeah, it's sad. The new one is Savage, right?
Sweet Sexy Savage is what you probably on with the pink cover art.
No. I'm definitely not on that one. The one
That's the one
before that,
before.
is it Footprints?
Footprints. Is that the one with Music Soul Child on it?
But yeah, that's the album with that song on it. But I forgot the name of the album. I'm trying to look it up, y'all. But I'm so stuck on that one. Like I
Yeah.
have not moved to the
Because
new
when you got something, but what I do like about Kaylani is that she sticks.
Wild
Yeah, while we wait, she sticks to what she sticks to her own like zone. Like she don't try to change it up or do nothing different. The
West.
Kaylani that you knew from what's that song that has that old school feel? Like do wanna be that one? You know what I'm talking?
Is it Distraction?
Yes,
Yeah.
Distractions. The
Yeah.
same Kaylani you knew from Distractions is the same Kaylani now, except she just evolved. But I love that about her and her music.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she's the greatest artist or singer in the world, but
Right now she's a lot. I love her.
she's my vibe. I like her.
Her. Her. I like her too.
I love her. Her is great. Summer Walker, I really have not gotten into Summer Walker.
I need to because I think I will like her.
I don't believe her.
You don't believe her. Talk to me.
There's a difference. There's a thing like with artists for me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like she's still going through like her journey of like.
She's definitely still going through her journey. You can tell.
You know, I don't know. I just don't believe her in her music. I feel like when I feel like the song is true to the artist, I connect better. Like, because I feel like when you sang it, you meant it. Like,
right.
But when she sings, I feel like somebody wrote the song for her and they gave her the lyrics and she just kind of like singing it.
So now I'm gonna have to I need to listen to her a little bit more because Summer Walker. I need to listen to her a little bit more.
Yeah, right. I mean, she got some bops. Like I like some of her stuff, but it's just she cool.
But Kaylani, I really like her. I like Janay Aiko. Like she has
Janay.
chilling music. I bump her stuff like it ain't nothing. So
I
that's
listen to her old stuff more than I listen to her newer stuff for some reason.
Because her old stuff is good. I like her new stuff too. But yeah, that's our tip of the week, guys. Music, because we'll sit here and talk about music all day.
All day, we can talk about music all day long. So if y'all wanna share some new artists that maybe we haven't heard of, there are a lot of artists out there. Avery Wilson is an up and coming artist. He can blow. There are a lot of artists. I love music. Share all your music.
Please do. Moving right along.
What we got? Oh, me again.
But you know what? I'm gonna interrupt you.
Go ahead.
I'm gonna go ahead and go on with Knowledge with Najah.
Please.
I know last week probably wasn't that serious of a knowledge with Najah. This week ain't either. Because I'ma just tell y'all, my knowledge is keep your garage doors closed. Listen, and I'm being literal. This isn't a saying. This isn't like keep your legs closed. No, your physical garage on your home. Close it. Because let me tell you, my neighbor, good woman, very sweet young lady. She keeps her garage open for no reason, okay? And she has kids, and it's just her. Okay, let me start giving her business. But anyway, another neighbor of ours came over and stole her 13-year-old turtle. So her turtle is 13 years old. Just took them right out the garage. They backed the car. They didn't drive. They didn't take it and run. They backed their car in because obviously they've been watching her. Took the turtle. And she had 3 bearded dragons. For all y'all who don't know what bearded dragons are, they're lizards. They're the big lizards with the, like, it's their skin. It looks like beards. And they're big. Hers are huge. Just came and took it. Just backed the car in the garage. Took the stuff, took the tanks, took the lights. Let me tell you, they didn't just take the lights, they took the extension cord too. They took all of it. The worms that she feed them, they took it all. So my knowledge is I'm saying it's knowledge because I know to close my garage. Okay. So I just want y'all to start closing y'all garages, keep them clean. And if you have something valuable, keep it in the house, maybe not the garage, if you plan on keeping it open. I just had to get that off my chest.
What? What was the reason for stealing all these ladies' turtle, tortoises, and dragons? Why?
So the lady who stole it is a little crackheadish. And let me tell y'all, I live in a good neighborhood. The way this sounds, y'all would think I'm in the hood somewhere. I'm not. And she didn't think she was either. That's why she left her garage up. She
The
came from
is the worst hood.
right. She said she was like, I came from Decatur, and I didn't think it was gonna happen like that out here. I was like, girl, you know, and it was a Caucasian person who stole her stuff. She was a crackhead. I'm not gonna make the facial expressions that was on the camera because Janay's uncomfortable with that, but
I can't
do. Let's just put it that way. Y'all know what crackheads do and they lips and stuff. She was in the camera like that. So, but to make a long story short, she did get her stuff back because we knew exactly who took them. Because mostly everybody has doorbell cameras now.
Yeah.
Drove right over to the girl house and with the police, and she got her stuff back. It was like,
excuse.
She said, I thought the house was vacant. Now, I'm not about to show y'all out my window because I need to have somebody come pressure wash my windows, and it's kind of dirty. But she got fresh Halloween. She's quit laughing. She got fresh Halloween decorations up. So, and the garage was open. The extension, like the lights was on in the tank and stuff. And I'm just like, you could tell you was a crackhead. Like, how would you even say that house was vacant? I mean, you should have just lied differently. I don't know how you lied, but
so let me get this straight. Was she trying to steal them? I mean, like sell them is what I'm trying to say?
Of course, for a quick lick.
Oh my God.
He stole the police reports.
Hide your children, hide your husbands.
And close your garage. And that's the end of my rant. I know it's knowledge with Najah, but it was more like a rant with Najah. And it's knowledge too. I'm giving y'all knowledge. Close your garage, lock your doors. Hide your keys.
She should move her animals inside of the house.
I was thinking the same thing, but I didn't want to suggest it. But
okay.
You can like send an anonymous text or something. I got her number.
I'm not texting that lady. She's gonna come to my house and steal my stuff. I be working out with my garage up. All I can imagine is her coming up here trying to steal stuff out my garage, my kids' bikes and stuff while I'm trying to.
Whole treadmill. They got your treadmill and your elliptical just rolling down because she live on the hill yard. Just I can see that.
No, Lord, please let that lady find some help so she ain't stealing folks' stuff. Did she go to jail?
She did. She was in the county jail. I don't know if she made bail. They didn't have a lizard to sell anymore, so I don't know if she made bail or not.
That's the most embarrassing thing to go to jail for, bruh. Like, how you gonna be in jail? Be like, yeah, I'm in here. I stole a lizard. Like, what?
I promise you, I'll beat her up just for saying that.
Just because.
Knowing I'm in jail for probably something stupid too, but I just beat her up just because I'm like, I think I can take her, and I might can win some cool points.
That's the one I'm gonna fight for my cool points.
That's her. Yep. So you stealing lizards and stuff.
Right. I can't. Okay. Well, I don't have no honest moment after that. We gonna end on that note.
Follow us on all platforms. Wine After Wine.
Wine After Whines on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Look, we ain't real active on Twitter, but we'll get there. If y'all get on there, we gonna get on there. So let us know. And tune in next week for another episode. Drop any suggestions, any thing you want us to talk about in the comments below. Remember to subscribe to us on YouTube and turn on your post notification bell so you know every time we drop a new video. Randomly, we drop other videos outside of the podcast. So if you want to know like what's coming up, turn on the post notification bell. Also, what else? Any other announcements we have?
No. Like she said, just look out for other random videos because it's not just our show. We got some other stuff we put up there. So, and we got some good stuff coming. So just check us out. Like she said, turn on that bell.
And we want to shout out our good friend Shauna for always commenting and always interacting. I love it. Actually, she listened to our podcast episode last week and she reached out to me today and she was saying, hey, I know that you were having a tough week. You said you weren't feeling like yourself on the last episode. So I just wanted to send you love. And that, like, I almost shed a tear. It was just so sweet and I really appreciate it. So shout out to you, Shauna. And
I cannot wait to meet her. She is so sweet.
so sweet. And she's trying to get you to find your sexy, whatever that is for you.
I don't
You have sexy. We'll get it.
I'm not
Okay. Thank you so much again, guys. We'll see you guys next week.
next week. Yes, ma'am. Bye.
Bye.